Ahmed, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Asly. Asly is a service for verification, making sure that when you buy something that it is not fake. Just to give you a number, 700,000 of medicine, 700,000 people die yearly due to falsified medicine in Africa. In our region, the Arab region, around 50% of medicine is said to be falsified. The number varies from a country to country. For example, in Egypt it is 20%, in Saudi Arabia it is around 40%. When we move to another industry, which is automotive, we have one person dying or injured every 15 minutes in our region due to car accidents. Around 45% of those car accidents happen due to falsified spare parts, especially tires and brake pads. The Arab region is the #1 in the world in terms of car accidents, and it causes around $25 billion of losses yearly. Just to give you a brief about how difficult it is in auto spare parts, if you look, you always go to the market, you find those two auto spare parts, and they are, one of them of course is fake actually. So we thought in Asly that this problem can be solved through technology, and we got a solution for that. Those are the numbers which are actually the losses from company, from auto spare parts, from pharmaceutical manufacturers. They all lose money due to falsified parts. So we have the technology which can enable us to solve this problem, and we are using for that what we call touch code. So actually the customer will go to a website through his mobile phone. This can be any mobile or tablet which has a touch screen, and we have this is printed on the package itself or on a label with the goods. You put it like that, and you get a verification sign. It says to you that this is genuine, this is not falsified. And you can of course go to the website of the product and you can verify that, for example, if it is medicine, you will get the expiry date. You get many different information through the website. We also have a solution which can fit in markets where the penetration for smartphones and touch screen is not so high. In this case, we use scratch codes. People will send it by SMS to our service again, and they get a verification saying that this is genuine or it is fake. So you can call a customer support, or you can call the authority, or for example, customer protection societies. So actually, our objective is to make Emirates the #1 safe in the world for shopping, because we all suffer from such issues, from this problem, and you can say it is saving money for the companies. Just to give you numbers, around $8 is lost per item falsified. So if we block any falsified item from going to the market, we actually save the company whose brand around $8. So this is our team actually, as you can see. I have here Muhammad Hal, he is our CMO, Chief Marketing. We are all actually entrepreneurs by nature. He founded 2 companies before. Our CTO Muhammad, he is our software developer, specialist in SMS, gateways, and value-added services. He has 8 years of experience. I am having PhD certified, 17 years of experience. I'm a serial entrepreneur myself. I founded 4 companies before. One of them got into exit, and this is actually my 5th company. So our business model is based on directly selling to the brand and also having premium SMS in cases of using the scratch code with premium SMS. So this is how we monetize ourselves. We have competitions coming from people like, for example, the printed holograph or the barcode and flash. But again, you see the problems in most of those cases that it is easy to fork in the laser printing and the holograph. You can just go to a printing facility, they will do it for you. The RFID works good, but again, you don't have the simplicity of use because you must have a smartphone which is able to read the RFID. And it was found, according to research, that the best point to detect any fake goods is when the customer himself buys, because he is the one who has the highest interest to get non-fake or get the genuine part. By the way, Asly is the Arabic word for genuine. We are doing many services for the company. For example, there are sometimes a problem of parallel imports, so that if you are a company who are legally established in Emirates and you are suffering from some people bringing goods which are not directly coming through your way, so you would like to protect versus that. We are also building a CRM for the first time, and any marketeer can tell you that if you have a direct relation with your customer, because you are getting their contacts, they are using your application, they are going to your website. So, for example, any retailer or any pharmaceutical company would like really to have the information of the customers who really buy the products, because they are the best people to tell them if they are going to do surveys or any kind of services over the top. For example, I'm a pharmaceutical company selling diabetic medicine, and I would like to promote a sugar analysis kit that I have now. So this kind of activities can easily be done through this service. So we are actually hosted here in Emirates with Turn 8, which is an accelerator, a great one actually, with Innovation 360 and DP World. And we are willing to listen to all of your questions.
Okay, thank you, Asly.
I like your description of the problem. We've got a good team. Talk to me about, your description was mainly more of a horizontal kind of play across a number of industries. I understand that, but in terms of the stage of development, part of me would like to hear more of sort of vertical market. So let me give you an example. You started off with automobile crashes. In the US, just alone from sleepy driving, that's $11 billion. For example, I know a Russian company that works with KAMAZ just to reduce the number of truckers across Russia falling asleep, just on that one specific area. So there's a lot in terms of vertical expertise that is really important in this early stage. If you believe that, what vertical areas are most attractive? And talk to me about your marketing cost in terms of signing them up, and what kind of revenue you would associate. I know it's a range, but give me a range.
First of all, in terms of vertical industry, we believe that we have three on the top of our list that we would like to address. The first one is pharmaceutical, because the problem here is really severe and it is life-affecting as well. The auto spare parts, we are focused mainly on the spare parts which affect the safety of the car. So for example, those, as I told, around 45% of accidents happen due to tires and brake pads. So those two items specifically are accountable for most of the accidents. So we would go to those two vertical industries. The third one will be mostly consumer electronics, because we see a lot of fake parts coming in this area as well, and it is high value for the companies and for the customer. In terms of acquisition and signing, we actually believe that we go to the manufacturers and importers directly themselves, so our cost is not really high. We don't need a huge team to cover every single company. We go mainly for the brands and for the companies who are focused to protect their image and protect their investment as well. And we were successful in Egypt, for example, before with a couple of companies, specifically in the tire industry and in the electrical accessories industry. So those are our ways.
Okay. You had a question?
Yes. Hi, actually two small questions, please. Based from experience, I know that sometimes verifying if the goods are authentic or not are done by some government entities. I know in Lebanon, one of them that does it. How do you provide an added value to something that should be done by the authorities for one? And my second question was regarding your second mode of detecting, which is the scratch and scan the code. Okay, this might tell you if the product is authentic or not, but at the same time, so you have made a purchase. So how do you think you can find a way to improve this so that the verification could be made pre-purchase, not after purchasing? Thanks.
Okay, for the first question, yes, we are definitely would go to the government. We have different models which can help that. For example, we are in negotiation already now with the government in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi for offering this as a service which can benefit directly to the company. So it will be the government who is doing the certification part, let us say. We are doing the technical part. So in that case, it is a service or we are selling as a service actually for the government, and it is B2B2C actually, or B2G2C in that case. For the question about
About verifying before scratch.
Right, the scratch code, yeah. Well, the scratch codes really we target items which are like everyday use, like bottle water or small items which are not really so expensive, so that people can easily scratch and use. But our objective is that you cannot scratch unless you actually buy, so that in order because you can verify and prove it for the seller or for the authority that you bought this on this day and then you did the verification and you did it before. Actually, some of the companies who use our service, the scratch codes, they told us, you know what, when someone gets this fake good, we don't want him to go back to the seller. We want him to come back to us, and then we will launch an investigation. So this is how.
Okay, now we have the last question. Thank you, Asly.
Thank you.
Thank you.